very happy to be here. I mean, we're like getting very entrenched with the market, and our goal as Psychology Today is really, before I do that, I should introduce, I'm president of the company. Batia is my co-pilot. You can tell she's my co-pilot because she's in a flight suit. But she also does business development. But you know, we have, our goal really is to help the consumer find the right help for them. And before we were just a magazine, and we still have the magazine, and it's still our brand, but we built a number of different vehicles which are already relevant to you guys. And before I go on, I'm curious, you probably know we have a therapy directory of 65,000 therapists, and we have a treatment directory of about 1,000 facilities. But how many in the room are in the treatment directory specifically? Okay, so like sort of maybe 40%. Well, we, just to backtrack a little bit, our therapy directory of 65,000 therapists and our treatment directory, we drive about 24,000 calls a day. So we are a tremendous engine of driving consumers to the right therapist. And we don't charge a lot. For a therapist, it's $30 a month. For a treatment facility, it's about $50 a month. And we have genuinely tried to build the best system to help the consumer as much as possible. And the way to do that is to build a system that's very fair. Facilities can't pay to get to the top of the listings. It needs to be very comprehensive so that a consumer has true choice, and it serves the consumer well. And you know, Google's gotten much smarter. And in the older days, like 5 years ago, treatment facilities were in the game of putting up sort of bogus content around a topic, and then capturing the views, and then driving it just to their phone number, and pretending to be serving a broader market when they really weren't. And now Google's kind of hip to that, and that doesn't work anymore. And what we've set about building over the last 14 years is really a low-cost, high-integrity system where everyone's on an equal playing field, and you can't really game our system. And in turn, Google has rewarded us by bringing us to the fore in an organic search result. So we don't pay for ads. We literally just come up to the top of Google organically. So what I wanted to do is, you know, you guys have got your 12-step program. We thought we'd introduce a 6-step program to help you get beyond what I feel is sometimes an inertia with the market of treatment facilities where, you know, your business is what you do, and figuring out how to make the internet work for you or make online work for you, and you don't have necessarily all the personnel to handle the marketing. That is overwhelming. I find it overwhelming just trying to keep track of what's going on. And for you guys, it's more complicated. And I really want to reassure you that we are genuinely here to help you, whether it's a pro bono work or whether it's you just need help understanding how to navigate yourself. That's what we're here to do, and we are always available. We're in New York, but we're always available. And some of you work with us really well, and I think you've got great results because of that. And others don't call, you don't write, and it hurts. But we can help you guys. But let me just jump quickly through what I would say our 6-step program is. Number one, got to get your profile out. All right, we'll give it to you free for 6 months, so there's no cost for you.
And when you go online to get it free for 6 months, just punch in HERO. There's a promotional code, and you put in HERO, and then you'll get 6 months free.
And then when you get your profile up, you've got to complete it. Put up all your pictures. You can have 19 pictures. Fill it out properly, because a generic profile just won't work. You can check your statistics when you're up with us. We give you a virtual number, so every single call and every single email that goes to you from our listing, you can see the record of who called, what their phone number was, how long the call was. And you know, it's like, you know, 1 out of every 10 calls may be interesting. But you can see where there's a 45-second call and there's the 15-minute call, and you know the 15-minute call is worthwhile. And we allow you, you can track your own stats just by logging into our back ends. It's all done really easily. If you're up already in our directory, you can take out multiple profiles. So if you've got a specialty program, for example, Patricia promises, you guys have got a psychiatric care program, a sexual recovery program, in addition to other programs. Well, rather than just having one promises profile in our treatment directory, putting 3 separate profiles, focusing on your different specialty programs. And with each profile, you can list 5 zip codes. Now, if you have 3 profiles, you now have 15 zip codes, which don't have to be in concentric circles around where you are, but they can be all the zip codes of where your clients come from. And in this way, you can build a really effective, which just keeps on churning clients your way. And and we'll help you, any of you, if you kind of get confused, just call us and we'll walk you through it. The other thing is that get some therapists listed in our therapy directory. You may have therapists who work well with you who aren't on staff 100%. Well, we'll, through you, give them 6 months free so they can come into our therapy directory and they'll appreciate the fact that you're now helping build their practice. And they can list themselves in another new directory we have called a group therapy directory. We have 5,000 group therapy sessions listed in a separate group therapy directory. So there are these building blocks that cost nothing, that are totally available to you guys, and we will help sort of get you up and on board. Another thing you can do, like with step 4 in my 6 steps, is we have 800 bloggers, Psychology Today experts, and we have a site, www.psychologytoday.com, that gets 7 million visitors a month. This is your market, and if you've got an expert that can write, contact Bati or myself, and we'll introduce them to one of our editors. And if there's a good perspective that they can contribute on, then they'll get up and we can make them part of our expert panel or expert bloggers. And we've got a great platform to promote your treatment facility and to reach the consumer in a way and present your point of view. Another thing we can do is, because we have 65,000 therapists, and this does cost a little bit of money, but everything else I've said to date is totally free and available to you guys. We have what I call a B2B initiative, is that reaching therapists. Now, other than talking to other treatment facilities, which are your #1 source of referral, therapists are your major market. And we have 65,000 active practicing therapists. We can communicate, you can do a message to raise your flag for your treatment and just to the 65,000 therapists, and we can do it at a third of the cost that it would cost you if you were to mail a brochure to 65,000 therapists. And again, this is just like another program. My final point before John chases us away is, of course, we have a number of opportunities with our website. They're international opportunities. 30% of our traffic is international, and the UK is our biggest international market. And we have a number of specialty programs online that we could explore together. But I don't want to get into that. But that is like the more traditional opportunities in a sort of a traditional marketing, advertising environment. But that's it. Any questions? I'm sorry to rush, but any questions? Yes?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I was able to share a table with this guy at the Santa Barbara conference, and he was talking about what he's talking about today. And, you know, we all get solicited pretty regularly, so I was skeptical. But I signed up, and sure enough, it made my phone ring. Surprising, to a surprising level. Yeah, it worked really, really well.
Well, thank you.
Good to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to double that. We've been subscribers for a while. We get quite a lot of traffic. And the feedback is really good in terms of identifying callers and that.
Rick.
Yeah, I was very surprised. They talked me into signing up, and then there was a little bit of trouble because I wasn't a treatment center, but then Bocce got that fixed. Very unbeknownst to me, she got it all fixed, and then just the other day, I got an email with a call log, and sure enough, one of the jobs we recently did, now she was crazier than a road lizard, but but we, we actually got the job out of it, and I noticed, that was a call from Psychology Today. And I don't have any pictures up or anything.
But that's what we're nagging Rick. We said he should have put up all the beefcake pictures of his helpers and a nice portfolio, and I'm sure you'll do like 10 times better, but he still hasn't done that.
Brian?
Yeah, same thing. I get intervention leads from you guys, very easy, and I do love the email follow-up.
Yeah.
It's very helpful. Occasionally, I get distracted, and it's great to have that email follow-up. And it's been very effective. It's good business to my business.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Just the website, I mean, even, I don't have a profile or haven't done anything, but just, back when I worked and just doing marketing and admissions, just going on Psychology Today website and going to, Florida and putting in the search criteria for the therapists or doctors or whoever I wanted to speak to was incredibly helpful. It's very user-friendly website, really well done.
No, thank you. I mean, it is just driving. It keeps on growing as well. It's sort of snowballing. So, but we are adding new features all the time. Like you'll have multi-page profiles now. So your website, you can almost do everything on your Psychology Today treatment facility destination. So it's getting more sophisticated. Yes, sorry.
Patty?
Yeah.
Patty?
Oh, I just wanted to say that you're awesome. And, we had a chance to talk about Miriam's House, which is a home for women and children, and it's a nonprofit. And, just your open heart to say whatever you need, Patricia, and thank you.
Yeah,
So
I mean it.
Really looking forward to it.
Happy to work, and
Yeah.
also with Nepal. I mean, we can we can do things on the site, and especially Promises has been such one of the great shining examples of a collaborative treatment facility relationship with Psychology Today. We'd be happy to do more work.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have one. Do
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
consider, or have you ever considered putting up CE events for your therapists to find?
Funny you say that. We just started our first live online talk show, and the Psychology Today show is on autism and love and intimacy in the family, and we are going to do it November 12th, I think, and we're going to see what the reaction is. But that is going to have a CE credit basis to it, and I would love to do something with this market because I think there's so many. We've got to have a sort of Promises Passages face-off with the editor.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'll pay for that. We can buy a
really
ticket.
contentious thing to get some conversation going, and making a Psychology Today show, and something that gives CE credits for online.
I think we ought to have a TV on there because we've got a book that shows all the cures for alcoholism and drug addiction. You open it up, there's nothing in it. I think we ought to have that along with the cure.
Well, we can do that.
Yes.
So where do we send our checks to have that happen?
To have what?
Passages and promises.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have, actually, I really want to do something fun and contentious, because I think the egos are so big in the market.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, it'd be good. We'll let you know.
You know what EGO stands for?
No.
Edging God out.
No, there we are.
Any last one? Are you in Europe?
We are in Canada. We're not in Europe per se, but we have so much traffic in Europe online. I think we've got 30% of all of our content traffic is in Europe. That we definitely have some great opportunities to work with you guys.
Good. We'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.